Hey there, I'm Samurai Man. In this video, I'm going to explain how I beat The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time in less than 5 minutes. The version I'm using for this speedrun is the Japanese Wii Virtual Console version. You might have noticed how I had a file name written in a really weird way. That is because it will help me to execute the glitch called ACE, which stands for Arbitrary Code Execution. The speedrun starts after watching the intro cutscene. That is because the community for this speedrunning scene allowed to start the speedruns after watching the intro. I collected those 2 rupees in a crash patch because I'll be needing them to buy something in a shop. I collected those 3 rupees with a backflip, and they're actually very important rupees to collect. These type of rupees are called permanent rupees. They will never reappear after they've been collected once. Side hopping to the left side, I grabbed one of those permanent rupee. The Kokiri sword will be needed in this speedrun. That is why I'm grabbing it. Generally, the Japanese version is also the fastest for many retro games because of the characters being much faster, like they scroll faster basically. I equipped the Kokiri sword so I can slash that bush and hope for a rupee drop. I need a couple more rupee drops, just random rupee drops from bushes, then I'll be good. That's another permanent rupee in a sign. The next permanent rupee is up on this bridge, where I tried to jump slash, but I fail it. It's a little tricky timing, but I get it to work. That was one of those permanent rupee I must collect, and the last one is behind Maida's house. The ace glitch won't work if these permanent rupees are not collected in this speedrun. There was a 1 rupee I got from that, and here's another one I get from jumping these. Then I will enter the shop. Inside the shop there's 5 rupees behind the desk. I will collect them, then I will have 55 rupees. With these 55 rupees I will buy myself a Deku shield and Deku nuts. Deku shield I'll be needing to go past the Maido, and with the Deku nuts I'll be using them for this ace setup. After I poke them, I will equip them immediately. Then I will make my way to Maido. Before I start attempting the ace setup, I gotta make sure Maido is still active in the background. Here I'm trying to do a glitch called Return A, which is done by pressing L button, which is a target, and R button, which is a shield, and pressing C up at the same time. So then the camera is really weird like that. This movement I'm doing right now is actually very precise and required for this to work. I'm making my way to the crawling space that will lead to the Kokiri sword. Then I will actually head back and I will quickly hold down right and mash A. Then I talk to the sign. When I'm talking to the sign, I need to use the Deku nut so I can start moving again. This pause is a requirement for this because otherwise the game will crash if I don't pause there. Then I will set up myself nearby this rock. And something weird is gonna happen when I slash the sword like that. You see the camera gets stuck nearby the crawling space. At least that's how I assumed it works. And with that I was able to collect a rock. And the rock I'll have, I need to bring it to the loading zone that leads to the Deku tree. And all this I'm navigating through blind with some memorizations where I have to be. Now, this is a very difficult to explain, but I'm trying to put myself in a really precise spot with the camera angles And then I will drop this invisible rock that will allow me to warp to the credits. And that is how I beat Ocarina of Time in less than 5 minutes. I hope you like this type of commentary, and I hope I will see you in the next video.